sure I'm a little disappointed, but it's fine. Little blip, little blip. This is the story arc. This is Marley being like, oh my God, filming's gonna be great. She hits a wall. The conflict point of the story. Protagonist, Marley. Antagonist, technology. How will she overcome this problem? How will she accomplish her goal? Everyone in her life is depending on her to film these videos. If she doesn't, the good of mankind, what will happen? Stay tuned to the next episode to find out what happens next. Hey Marley, here are your scripts so far. 42 and counting. Okay. So I have 43 and counting scripts to put on the teleprompter right now. And tomorrow is the first day in years that I'm filming by myself. I'm looking forward to it. I suggested filming by myself. We had a videographer, and I do have a full-time video production manager on my team that is my videographer when I'm in the same city as her. I don't know, I just decided tomorrow I'm gonna switch it up and I'm gonna try filming by myself. I might have Jen on Zoom to just kind of coach me. And by coach me, I mean keep me company and motivate me when I get tired. So what I do before filming day is, for the most part, review what am I filming. If I'm filming educational content, if I'm filming motivational content, if I'm filming thought leadership content, it kind of has a different feel to it. So I will kind of review so that I'm just mentally prepared. I start to think about what am I filming the day before so that, you know, if I come up with any creative ideas, it's the worst if you start filming and then you come up with creative ideas once it's over. The other thing I'm going to do is set up all of the prompts on a teleprompter. Sometimes they are fully word for word scripted out scripts, but some of them are just bullet points so that I can at least have a cue for, okay, here's the next point to talk about. So what I use for that is an app called Prompt Smart Pro. So the scripts go onto a teleprompter with the camera behind it, and then my phone has the Prompt Smart Pro remote that I then... Alright, so I'm gonna spend the next who knows how long putting all my scripts on the teleprompter. Here we go. Two minutes. Brush your teeth for 2 minutes. If you don't, you're not gonna have a good filming day. Do I feel like filming? Not always. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy to stand in front of the camera and be like super energetic, and here is what I have to tell you today. Also, the last shoot that I did had an audio issue. We were working with a new videographer, and I have to redo 19 videos. That is also less motivating. So how do I get in the mood for filming? Well, before filming, I do something that's enjoyable, whether that's have a little dance party, or talk to someone I love, or watch some movies myself, videos that get me into an excited, happy, motivated state. So I have a checklist for filming every time. I bring 2 cameras, the one I'm filming on right now, and my Sony 6300. The one I'm filming on right now is a Sony 5000. I have my makeup in case touch-ups, hair straightener in case touch-ups, hairbrush, my meals, because I prepped my meals for today so that I just wouldn't have to think about anything and also wouldn't order like fast food, which brings down the energy if it's like too filling or greasy or whatever. iPad, let's see if it's charged. 100%. That was also my job, is the night before filming, make sure everything is charged. Computers, iPads, all the batteries. Make sure the SD cards are clear. Because the worst thing that can happen is to have like a technical difficulty while you're trying to keep your energy up. Like, that just zaps everything. So the more prepared you can be, the more you can just get to the job, get to the set, and just focus on your presentation performance without worrying about anything else. I have to do some Facebook Lives with our swag drops. So I'm gonna bring our shirts for that. And I'm gonna pack like 3 or 4 more outfits, because what we'll do is we'll change outfits every 5-ish videos. Sometimes I don't change outfits at all. If I'm just in momentum and I just want to keep going, I'm not going to worry about wardrobe. Unless for some reason I have to be specific with my wardrobe. For the most part, people aren't paying attention if they're like, hey, you were wearing that in the last video. If that's what they're focusing on, maybe we should talk about your message and your content, because that really doesn't matter. Today, before filming, I mentioned, why is it so air conditioning? Don't need to be Beyonce up in here. Before my appointment, I am going to the chiropractor because I mentioned before you film, you should do the things you need to do to get into a good state so that you're excited, you're happy, you're energetic, you're comfortable, all the qualities of a human that you need to be on camera. And lately, I have been in a lot of pain. Like, my neck has been hurting, and it's actually like it's a work-induced injury, because something that I do when I'm speaking and performing is sometimes I'll get tense. And I did 4 webinars last week. Remind me never to do 4 webinars in a week. It's really draining, 2 hours each, at least 2 hours. And I have this pain in my neck, and for another day of filming where I'm animated and lots of hand gestures and moving my head around a lot, I need to go get adjusted. Anyone that comes into my car knows that my presets for my radio are set to Spanish channels. I love them. Me gusta. Man down. All right, we don't drive and film at the same time. See you. In an interview, if someone were to ask me what is my biggest weakness, I would say IKEA instructions. 7 steps, how hard can it be? Okay, here's the truth. I set that up, and then I scrolled on my phone for a little while. That's what I do to get in the zone. I sometimes just have to look at other content to get me motivated about my content. However, clock is ticking. I'm actually probably gonna get Jen on Zoom in a bit. Jen is my video production manager and friend, and usually we film together, but I am in a different country. It helps for me to have people around, because talking to an inanimate object can be annoying. I like to speak, I'm an extrovert, I like to talk to people. Can I tell you my problems?
Always.
I set up the Jaxx. Look at that backdrop. It looks really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it looks really great. And then I set up the tripod and the teleprompter and the camera. I know how to do that. Like, that part is easy. But then I step in front of the camera and then I record it and I film it and I do a little test, and then I come back and I look and I'm like, oh, it's like too high, I look short, there's too much space around, okay, I need to move the camera. And I'm doing this a million times because I don't have a monitor, and I don't have anything to see myself, so I'm just like getting frustrated that I'm like, I just need some, like, if I was with you, you're like, stand here, you change the tripod, or you tell me to move to the left or right or step up, and I'm just like, that's what I'm struggling with. Also, when I put the hood on the teleprompter, the camera blacks out.
Right. Yeah.
So these are all my very valid problems. I'm trying to convince you that they're valid problems.
Are you taking a self-care day, or are you gonna go have a nap now until tomorrow?
I don't need to take a self-care day. This is not very stressed right now. All I need is someone just to tell me, like, okay, you're in view, hit record.
And make sure you're in focus, the background's not in focus, and you're out of focus, like just those little things, because there's no point of you spending an entire day filming all these videos and then you're out of focus the whole time. Like then that's just more work and then you're just gonna get more frustrated because then you have to do it a third time. So tomorrow, see if Taylor is like, yeah. See if Taylor or
Devin or other Taylor. Like I just need somebody.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I failed.
You didn't fail. It's all good. Don't apologize.
I'm sad.
I know, I struggle, and like you get frustrated, and then another thing happens, and you get frustrated. Like I totally get that. And you're like, why is this so hard? It shouldn't be this hard. Also, I quote Josie and the Pussycats. There's one part where they're like, she's feeling sad. She goes, "Who's a rock star?" She goes, "I'm a rock star."
Oh, that's so cute.
Okay, there's your motivational pep talk for the day.
Wow. Gee Williker. I was wrong. I was wrong. My team wanted me to film. They were like, hey, you have 49, I don't remember how many videos it was. What was it? Jennifer goes, you have 49 scripts to film, lady. Giddy up, Norma. Little picture of Marilyn Monroe, Norma Jean. And I said, this is me waving goodbye to my freedom until these videos are done. And I thought I was adamant. I was like, you know what? I have filmed myself before in 2017. Not that there's anything, like if I did it in the past, I can do it now. But just technical difficulties, and that's not my zone of genius, which is, I preach about this all the time. Work in your zone of genius and outsource the rest. And I learned my lesson today. So let's talk about creative energy on camera. First of all, be in your zone of genius. Speak to your zone of genius. Speak to the people that you love and care about. Like when I'm speaking to the camera, I'm not speaking to a camera, I'm speaking to you. You, hi friend, how are you? Love you, miss you, love your face. I am imagining what they need to hear from me. Do they need enthusiasm? Do they need sympathy? And how do I get that power to come across on camera? I mean, sure, I'm a little disappointed, but it's fine. Little blip, little blip. This is the story arc. This is Marley being like, oh my God, filming's gonna be great. She hits a wall. The conflict point of the story. Protagonist, Marley. Antagonist, technology. How will she overcome this problem? How will she accomplish her goal? Everyone in her life is depending on her to film these videos. If she doesn't, the good of mankind, what will happen? Stay tuned to the next episode to find out what happens next. Good morning. Batch filming day, take 2. Jennifer, my assistant, texted me this morning. She said, it's a beautiful day for batch filming. To which I had to agree. All right, playlist commence. Okay, Google. Just kidding, I don't even have one of those. Hello, come on in, good. Videographer has arrived. We did it, folks. We finished our day of filming. You gotta get that energy amped up. You gotta have good people around you. My team was incredible, both virtual and also physically here to keep the energy up. Even though a lot of these videos, we had to redo them, which can definitely lower your energy because it's disappointing to have to redo videos, but stuff happens. But the important thing is to remember who you're speaking to, why those videos are important, and why you're doing this. So really, at the end of the day, now these videos are done. I'm so happy that they're done. I can't wait for people to see them and be impacted by them and to see how I can also transform their lives through the message and the impact that I'm gonna be able to execute for them in their lives. Now I'm dehydrated from talking all day. So post, filming, treat yourself. Hydrate. Cheers.